Hello and welcome to an overview of the QLM AI socials and how to get started. Once you log into the software, you'll come across into a page like this. Once you log in, you'll be in a page like this, and one of the first things you need to do is to create an account, a client. So you need to create a client, and if you've just signed in as a solo individual, that will be your business. Or if you're an agency, that will be the first business you'll be managing. So click add new client, fill out these details, and then you should have something like this, for example. So once you fill this in, you have a client. The next thing you have to do is you have to add an agent. And these AI agents help with the tonality and the way in which the AI prompts are generated. So you can add as many as you want. You can only add, regarding clients, you can only add according to what your level is. So if you're logged into just the light membership, you could just have one client. But if you've got the pro or the enterprise, you will have more clients. And you can always buy more down where we say subscriptions and credits, you can buy more. But when you add an agent, you have to associate it. For example, if I add another agent and I just decide I want something that's energetic and motivated, and we have different personalities, and you can also use custom if you want to think of something that unique. If you want something unique, click custom. But I'll just use this, for example, and I might just say Mary, and just to remind myself what it is, I like to just write it. You don't have to. Energetic and motivation. Just from and select client. You have to associate it with your client, with yourself, if you're the only client. But if you have different clients, depending on who you want to associate it with. You can only associate one agent with one client, an agent with one client. So a client can have multiple agents, depending on the different kind of voices. So that's important to do. Now, very important to do before you even get started. So once you've set yourself up, your client up, to start the posting, you need here, but click on manage. But before we do that, we've got to set up a connection with a third party, Make, which distributes the post into social media. So to do that, we need make.com, and if you're on the get started page, you can see you can download Make here using our affiliate link. We do get a compensation if you do that, and then you're going to download each of these blueprints that goes directly into Make. So I'm going to show you how to do it. It doesn't take very long at all. The first thing you need to do is click on this or go to Make directly and create yourself an account. Make.com is a very user-friendly platform, and you can start with the free account. You can start with a free account. It takes you 2 minutes to sign up. You get 1,000 credits a month. But if you're finding out you're using more than 1,000 credits, you may want to upgrade to the core plan, which then you get 10,000 credits, I believe. You get 10,000 credits with the core plan. But for some people, light users, 1,000 is enough to get started. So once you've got your Make account, you log into Make. You have to create a scenario, and the scenarios are and I'll give you an example of a scenario here. Where's the one? Multi-channel Instagram. This is a scenario. Now we've already created the scenarios for you, so you don't have to worry about creating a scenario. If you already know about user make, then you understand what I'm talking about. So when it loads, so this is what a scenario looks like. So it comes out from our software, QLM Socials AI, straight into this webhook, and it's distributed to Facebook, LinkedIn Business, LinkedIn Personal, um, Twitter, and the last one here is Google Business Profile. Now I'll talk about these modules here. This is a buffer, another third-party software that you're going to need to connect if you want to post into Twitter, because there's no other way of posting into Twitter, and makes it also easier to get into Google Business Profile as well. I'll explain buffer in a minute, but these blueprints you're going to upload. These blueprints that you download, when you upload them into your Make account, they'll give you the exact blueprint like this, so you don't have to work it out. So all you have to do is connect. You click on this to connect to your Facebook. When you open it up, you just connect to your Facebook business page. Click on this one to connect to your LinkedIn, and if you have ChatGPT, you can click on this one. This what I use this for is to shorten the tweets to make sure it's exactly 140 characters. If you don't have ChatGPT, we actually have another blueprint that doesn't have ChatGPT. That you don't need ChatGPT. Okay, this is where you log into just basically attach your Facebook business page. All the things down here are already done for you. You don't have to mess with the stuff down below. So you just attach your accounts. The same with LinkedIn, and it's best to make sure you're already logged in on your browser when you go into this. So that way you connect straight into it and click whatever permissions needed. Oh, zoom in too much. Anyway, so but when you things behaving extremely slow at the moment. When you log into Make, the first thing you have to do is you click Create a Scenario. So when you create a scenario, you'll have like a blank canvas. So once you're inside, you have the blank canvas. And normally you would start creating a blueprint from scratch. But like I said, you're going to just upload our blueprint, so it should be very easy for you. What you have to do to upload them, so let's go back to the thing. When you download them from the site, you download them, and then you have to unzip them. You'll download them to your computer. When you unzip them, they'll look like this. And then what you're actually going to upload is not the yellow folder. So this is when they're zipped down below. When they're unzipped, they're like this. For example, the multi-channel. All of them have the actual file on the inside. This is what you're going to be uploading. So not the yellow folder. Okay, so um, um, so when all you have to do is you click import. When you create a scenario in make.com, you click these three dots at the top here, and then you click import blueprint. When you import the blueprint, it will ask you to choose the file. You go to your computer and you choose that file, and you import it, and it will look exactly like what we've done, what I've shown you. So just to show you what I mean, so you just click on choose file, and you have to do one scenario at a time. So you can't import more than one into a scenario. So when you click here, you just let's say this one here is what I want to import. Click on that, import, click save, and then that will come. And if you see invalid, just ignore it. Just select it again. Maybe you didn't select it properly, and then you should import it into your scenario. Then you click Save at the bottom here. You always must click Save with Make. But what we have to do, we have to make the webhook ready. So the first thing you have to do to this is click on this webhook. This is called the webhook, by the way. This is what connects to the software. So before you even start connecting your accounts, and you have to click Create Webhook, and then it's already created, but you have to kind of recreate it because it actually has my own webhook in it. So you cannot use someone else's webhook. So you're kind of creating a fresh one. So just follow the instructions to create a fresh one. It's very simple. And then, right, so now it's giving you it's now been created. Now you need to copy this file here, okay? You can click on this little box here to copy it. This is what you're going to put inside the software to connect it to this whole scenario. So you click here and just save it on a notepad or something. Okay, so this is for the, you have to remember, this is for the multi-channel. This is the multi-channel one. So this one, the one with no ChatGPT. The other one has ChatGPT. So if you want to use ChatGPT, you can use the other one that shortens it to Twitter. If not, you can use this one, but you have to make sure your characters are less than 140 characters. But I like to label it so I remember what it's for. And right, so what we do with this is now is that in the software, I'm going to let's go back to the software here. So when you're in the software, you click on Manage for your account, and this is where you add your different we call them webhooks. So you create the name. So I call this, for example, I've already got a couple in there already, but this one is the one with no ChatGPT. You click Add Platform, and then you have the place to put the webhook. So you go back here and you copy this webhook straight into here, and then you click Save Changes. Okay, and so you do that with the ones that you add as you add them, label them, and because we have a few different scenarios, different blueprints, just label them, and then you get the webhooks and add them. So like I said, you have to make sure you connect your accounts individually. Now, as for this one, I should really bring up the other one because it makes more sense. Let me just go to another scenario. So you've connected all of the Facebook, LinkedIn. Now for these two down here, and there's no Instagram here for a reason, and I'll explain that in a minute. For these two down here, the Twitter and the x.com and the Google My Business profile. Again, always make sure you're always logged into your actual profiles on the browser that you're trying to connect these to. It makes it so much easier. But if you want to use it with the Twitter one, first of all, we use Buffer. This sign here, these icons mean Buffer. And Buffer is another third-party company because very few can actually transfer directly into Twitter. So Buffer is another. It's free. You can get a free account. Buffer.com. Just scroll down. You create a free account. It's very cheap, and it's once you have a free account, it's very easy to connect this account inside. So you connect to your buffer account in here, and inside the actual buffer account, you connect it to your actual account. So like here, for example, all right? You connect to your account, you can choose X, Instagram, and Google Business Profile. So connect to those, and then from there, you can connect to your buffer for Twitter. You connect to it for Google Business. So it's very simple. Once you click on this, you just enter your details, your Twitter details, and log in, and you should be already connected. You don't have to mess about with any of the settings. We've done all that for you. So it's already connected to Twitter, but you have to connect it to your account. So now the ChatGPT one in here, it helps to shorten the message that ever comes from here, make sure it fits exactly into Twitter. And to do that, again, we created this. You don't have to actually interfere with the settings. You just have to connect your own ChatGPT account. But you do have to put in your ChatGPT. When you connect to ChatGPT, you have to put in your API key. And the way you get your API key, just follow the instructions to add your API key. If you don't want to use ChatGPT, again, we have another scenario without ChatGPT. But I recommend, because if your characters for Twitter or X are over a certain amount, it just won't go in. Twitter will reject it. So I like this program to keep it exactly at 140 characters. But where you get your API key is from, you go to your ChatGPT account, you go to platform.openai.com. So this is platform. It's just so you can see it clearly. Platform.openai.com. So that takes you into where you get the API keys, and then you click on API keys here, and you click Add New, and then you just give it a name. Whatever name you want to give it, just give it your name. Tommy's API number 2, and then you just click Create API Key. Now you do actually have to pay ChatGPT, and you copy it. When you copy it, it was a very long string of letters and numbers like that, and that's what you're going to paste into. And you mustn't get anything wrong. So do paste it into a notepad so you have it right. And then you will, when you click on the ChatGPT module, you only have to do this once, guys. This setup, you only have to do it once. Once you've done it, you've done it. But we've done all the hard work for you. All you have to do is connect your personal accounts to this, because we can't connect your account for you. So you attach, when you add an account, it will ask you for the API, and as long as your username and password, but the API key, and then you just paste it in, and then you click Save. You don't have to mess with anything down below. Everything's been set, all the settings have been done. And then it will forever and a day always post into Twitter at 140 characters or whatever. And then, like I said, you attach the buffer. Google is a pain to connect, and so buffer makes it so easy, and so also buffer makes it easy to connect to Twitter as well. So once you've done all the connections, always make sure you at the bottom you click this immediate as data arrives. Make sure that is on, and then you click the save button. Always click that save button, and then it's ready, it's done. And then for Instagram, the reason why you can see I said no Instagram are very fussy. Again, Instagram, you have to do it the same way. You will upload Instagram individually. In the same way you import it, you just first of all, not to the same. You create another scenario. So you create the first one, then you go down and get you create another one. When you create another scenario, you're going to upload the Instagram only, this one here, which is Instagram only. So you unzip that and import it into you create a scenario and then you import it the same way you imported the other one, and then you just have to connect your Instagram, and then Instagram is also connected to Buffer as well. So you connect Instagram to Buffer, and then you connect. Let me show you Instagram. So when you import this, okay. So make it smaller a bit. So you would have, this would be blank when you click add a new scenario. You click on the three buttons and then you import blueprint, and then you'll get this. And if it doesn't work the first time, just do it the second time, you get this. Again, you have to connect this webhook to your sense. So you have to click on it to activate it, and then I'm not going to. Well, it will give you a webhook here. I've already kind of activated it from my system. Copy it. If it doesn't, you just follow the instruction to save it. Just save it, and then you copy it once you've created the webhook. You copy it, and then I would recommend, again, just like this one, in Instagram. And you only have to do this setup once. This webhook, you'll be adding it into here, like the way I added Instagram. So, I'm not going to add two because it will confuse the system, but I'll just do it for things. So, you write Instagram, add platform, then you add the webhook. That there, okay? But I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna, because I've already done it. I'm just gonna click remove, okay? And then don't forget to click save changes, okay? So once you've done that, again on this side you have to connect the buffer, okay, to your buffer. Connect your buffer account, which will connect to your Instagram, and it has to be an Instagram business account. There's not enough time to show you. Make sure you have an Instagram business account, but it has to be an Instagram business account, not a personal account. So make sure there's plenty of help on YouTube. We show you how to make sure your Instagram is a business account. And then you connect Buffer. Okay, when you add a channel, you connect it to Instagram business account, and then you connect make to Buffer. Okay, you just connect to, and then you'll be connected. And then you connect the webhooks inside the software. Then you're done. You're connected. Now the reason why I've isolated Instagram is because they're very, very fussy. Now unfortunately with Buffer you cannot upload videos into a Buffer. They don't handle video. But anyway, just for images, sending images to Instagram is the images have to be absolutely perfect. So they have to be 100%. Ideally, what Instagram want are square images, and they've got to be JPEG. So if they're rectangle or in any way portrait or landscape, they oftentimes get rejected. And if they're PNG, they get rejected. So I isolated Instagram so that we wouldn't have, because what happens is that when you're inside a complete scenario with all the multi-scenario and Instagram get connected, the scenario gets turned off and you have to kind of turn it on manually. So you may find that happens from time to time, especially with Instagram, or if you send something like this one. Here's an example. You might see a little triangle here, and you just need to turn it back on, but you need to go back into it. So something I sent through Instagram was rejected. And when I combined it within this, everything was getting shut down, so it stopped a lot of other things getting through. So sometimes the images, or some reason, Instagram rejected. So what I do, I isolated it, but what I do, I like to look into it. You can switch it on, you can switch it back on, and I will click delete old data. So whatever data was caught inside the pipeline, just delete it, and then it's ready to go again. And I'll always make sure if you want to click on it, and that happens sometimes. If you log in, click on it, always make sure this is clicked as well. Make sure this save is also saved. Make sure this is on as well, and then you're ready to go again. But Instagram does reject a lot of posts, unfortunately. Okay, so if you want to make a post, let's talk about simple posting now. So you go to clients, you choose your client. If you're an agency, you've got multi clients in here, you choose the client you want to post for, and you can you click on generate post up here. Now there's this as well, which I haven't talked about, but I'm just talking about just a quick way of doing it. So we've got generate post. I'm going to write the title up there, a title: social media tricks, whatever you want. Choose which agent you want, with more professional sounding or energetic, or so that's why I like to label them. And then you can say, you write a small prompt, right? 3, 4, that's okay. Whatever, you can write whatever prompt you want. Then you click generate content. This is using the AI writer, and then it generates a small. So see, this would be much too big to go into Twitter. See, but anyway, because I've got the filter in the one I'm using, but anyway, you'll see. So next you click schedule this post. So it's moved to the next stage. Now this is where you choose which of the channel. So I'm going to choose this one. If I choose this one, it will go to all those channels, and if I can choose Instagram as well. But you don't want to choose all three. If just choose these two, for example. So it's gone to all the channels, and then not to Instagram, this one, and this one's gone to Instagram only. Then you choose a picture. You can either upload a picture. Again, if you want it to go to Instagram, it better be square, otherwise it's got a high chance of being rejected. Or you can use up one of these guys, Pixabay, and you just choose any image. You can search for images, search for images, and there's a lot of different, and choose one. Choose an image. Now this image probably might get rejected in Instagram because it's rectangle, but I'm going to send it anyway. But you know what to do if it gets rejected. And then you choose your time. You choose your date and time. Let's say today's date, and if I wanted to go out a few minutes time, or you can choose whatever date and time you want to choose, and then you just hit schedule post. Then it goes onto your calendar. Look down. There it is. So it's on your calendar, ready to go out, and then it will go out. And providing everything's been set up properly, it should go out. And sometimes, like I said, You may go out to the 4 or 5 channels, but not Instagram because they've rejected it based on the image. And if that happens, you'll see a little, like I said, don't forget to, come back in here and click this back on because it will be flicked off. But in buffer, you might see it here under in the queue. You'll see sent here. And you can see a lot have been sent. So definitely, process definitely works. You don't really get much problems from Google or even Twitter, but Instagram, so unfortunately, until we find another way, they're very fussy. But they reject some. So you can either click try again, try now, and get in there manually. And most of the time it does go. Sometimes it just won't go because they're just not having it. And so just have to accept that. So like I said, mostly because of the image. But if you get a square image, it works every time with Instagram. And as long as it's not PNG, it's got to be JPEG. And that's really it on the now. Just a very quick overview. We've got dashboard here that talks about your stats, trends here that you can actually, find out what's the latest trend. So I don't know, whatever you want to post about football, and then you can find out what the latest trends are, and you can take that straight into a post. So I recommend copying everything and just saving it, and that gives you a lot of material to work with. So for those who can't think about anything to post, you can again you can search on any topic that's on the news or where's it gone, or YouTube. So this is for trends. The AI Studio is another video. These are how you can create AI videos, images, and so on, audios. Complete AI Studio. You have to buy credits for that, and you can buy that in the subscriptions and credits section. Clients, we'll talk about clients, calendar, reports, you can generate reports, PDF reports. And then settings, you can if you don't like this color, you want to change the color up, you can adjust it to your likeness, to your satisfaction, and click save settings. So you can adjust it if you like a dark screen or dark background. It's up to you. You can choose whatever what suits you. So that's just a rough overview. Again, the AR Studios that'll take another set of videos. It's there's a lot to cover there, so I can't cover it here. But I hope you enjoy using it. Again, in make.com, we will be adding more scenarios and more blueprints. And if you're actually welcome, if you're vast and you understand about how to you can make your own scenarios as well. They have to follow certain logic though, but you have to know what you're doing. But to save time, we've created a bunch for you to get started with. There are no videoed ones for YouTube or TikTok yet. We haven't made those yet, but we'll be adding those shortly. But happy posting and enjoy growing your social media. See you in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching.